You know that feeling you get when you walk into a space or a room and you immediately start second guessing yourself? Like somehow your value is connected to whether or not people see or acknowledge you there. Maybe it's a meeting for you. Maybe it's a pitch to a client, or even a social event where you don't know anyone. Maybe it's just showing up in your everyday life and you feel like you still have to prove yourself. You're not alone in that feeling of nervousness, dimming of your light, or shrinking and questioning yourself, am I enough? For me, along the way, I had to discover a mindset that would shift and change how I showed up for interviews or just everywhere where I needed to carry myself with confidence and a sense of calm and clarity. I'm going to share that shift with you today. And it's this: I'm not just here hoping to be chosen, I am also choosing. When I reminded myself of that, something shifted within almost instantaneously, because suddenly I wasn't desperate to seek the approval, whether I knew it or not. I wasn't shrinking to fit someone else's expectations. I started showing up as myself in a way that I was grounded in that understanding that whatever God has for me cannot be taken by anyone or anything. And what isn't for me simply isn't, mine to carry. Stick with me, because I'm going to show you how that shift happened, and then why it works, and then also how you can apply it to any part of your life where you feel the pressure, the doubt, or the fear that you're not being enough. Let's go be brave. To bring this to a visual for your mind, let me share one moment where I used to shrink, where I could have left feeling small if I had not applied my newly discovered mindset. But I need you to remember, this is just one example. The principle behind it applies to everything you show up for. I'd walk in already shrinking subconsciously, second guessing myself, rehearsing my lines, probably something I looked up online the night before, average interview questions, something of the sort. I was hoping that I didn't mess up, basically. I was hoping that the nerves wouldn't take over. Sometimes I'd count myself out even before I applied. I look at the ad and it'd say blah, 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 blah requirements. And I'd go, okay, well, I don't have that degree, or I don't have that certificate. Maybe I don't have that many years of experience. They're not going to want me. Why even bother? Sound familiar? Okay. Maybe it's not interviews. Maybe it's walking into a meeting, pitching your business idea, or even showing up socially, right? That silent question hangs over you. Am I enough? Am I good enough to be in this space? Am I good enough to be at this table? That mindset had me feeling powerless, where I put all of the power in their hands. The decision was entirely up to them, and I had no choice in the matter. But then it clicked. Before an interview, I don't even know exactly when. It might have been in a conversation I was having with my mom. I don't know. But before an interview, I reminded myself, I'm not just here to be chosen. I'm also here to choose. Here's the part that really shifted within me. I realized I was best in certain environments. I've known that for a while, but it was just me reiterating it to myself. I have the right to be choosy about where I invest my energy. I know what's conducive to my well-being. I know what environments help me bring out the best within me. And that doesn't mean you're arrogant to think in that manner. It means you respect yourself and the value that you bring. That belief brought me back down to a stable space where I didn't need to perform, like my whole worth depended on their decision. I could just show up, share what I had to give, and let the outcome be what it may. Whatever that was. And I was going to be okay with that. So you might be asking yourself, why does that simple refrain change everything? Psychologically, when you feel that you're at someone else's mercy, right? Your nervous system flips into a flight or fright response. You might get sweaty palms, or you might get that shaky voice. Your mind might go blank. That's your body sending you a signal that it's in danger or something's wrong. Do something about it. But when you remind yourself you're choosing to, then your nervous system relaxes. Suddenly you're not under threat. You're in a conversation. It's not you against the world. You're at the table making the decisions with the people. Spiritually, it teaches us that what is written for us is for us. And what passes us by was never clearly ours. That's freedom. I prepare, I show up and show out, and I trust that God will handle the rest. And it's not just interviews. Like I mentioned earlier, this shift started showing up everywhere. At work, I stopped saying yes to every request, and instead I had to think, am I a good fit for this project, or am I a good fit for this assignment? Maybe it was friendships where you stop forcing connections that had a sense of draining you, just for the sake of, connecting. Parenting also, I modeled for my girls what calm confidence looks like, not desperation, not pick me energy, if you will. Once you realize you're choosing to, you stop begging for a seat at the table. You ask, is this table even worth me sitting at? Is it worth my time and energy? Is it going to benefit me as well? Is it going to nurture what I'm trying to grow? So I have something for you. Here are 3 practical reframes you can use immediately. 1, I bring value here. You're not walking in empty-handed. You didn't show up to the party without a gift. You didn't show up to the cookout without your dish. Number 2, I'm not just being chosen. I'm choosing to. Level the playing field. You came to play ball too. And number 3, if it's not for me, it's not a failure. It's just clarity. Rejection isn't always rejection. Sometimes it could be protection. What I want you to continue thinking about is the next time you walk into an interview or a meeting or any situation where you feel tempted to shrink, dim your light, second guess yourself, remind yourself, what's written for me cannot miss me, big or small, and I'm not just here to be chosen. I'm here to choose to. That thought is going to shift how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you feel when you walk out, how you feel when you walk into a space. So the next time you walk into a room, a call, or a decision, ask yourself this question: am I shrinking or am I choosing? And if you want more ways to shift your mindset so you can build a calmer, more confident life, that's exactly what we are here to do at Deep Work Haven. Check out any of these videos, and God willing, I'll see you next week.